Okay, I'm looking at Unit 2, Lesson 4 homework, and question number 1 says translate the figure 2 units down and 3 units to the left. So first of all, I'm going to write the transformation using the proper notation. A capital T denotes translation, and 2 units down would be, that would be my Y value, and 3 units to the left would be my X value. So be careful here because the X comes first. What I do to the X comes first. 3 units left would be -3, and then 2 units down would be -2. Now they didn't actually ask me to write that, but I just wanted to make sure you know that this goes X comma Y, and X is left or right, and Y is up or down. Okay, so if I'm going 3 units to the left, I'm going to do that to all of these points. 3 units left, 1, 2, 3 to R, and 2 units down takes me right here. I would label that point R prime, and then S prime, 1, 2, 3 down 2, right here, S prime, U prime, 1, 2, 3 down 2, and then T prime, 1, 2, 3 down 2. Okay, so I have translated all those points. You're going to use your straight edge to connect the points to draw square R prime, U prime, S, T prime, S prime, or RST U, and I didn't put the prime here. Okay, so the second thing says draw the vector that defines the translation. Remember, a vector shows length and direction, and when we do a translation, the length and direction that each point traveled should be the same. And so don't forget to put an arrow here because you're showing direction, and this should match what we just drew going from R to R prime, S to S prime, T to T prime, and U to U prime. When we draw in these vectors, it ends up looking like a 3D shape almost, but knowing that this is really my resulting figure, I just slid RSTU. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing for number 2. I'm going to skip that one and I'm going to go down to the hard one, question number 3. Question number 3 says use your compass and straight edge to apply the translation of AB, so it's showing you the vector it's translating across, to the circle below. So we are translating this circle across this vector. So you do need your compass. And where did mine just go? Way up here. Alright, so let me bring my compass down. And I'm going to start by translating my center point P prime. And to do that, I'm going to first turn this a bit. I'm going to put my point of my compass up here on P, and I'm going to flip my compass around so that I can put my pencil of my compass over on A. Let's see. Close this up a bit. It's harder than it looks on here. Okay, so again, I've got my point of my compass on P, my pencil on A, and now I'm going to pretend like I'm translating. Actually, I should have switched this. Hold on. Sorry, point on A, pencil on P. Okay, so now I'm going to pretend like I'm translating, or I'm sliding point P along vector AB. So I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to slide it across this vector. Don't worry if you slide it perfectly or not. So I'm picturing myself actually sliding there. And now I'm going to mark with my compass kind of this arc that P could lie on. And then I'm going to, so again, I slid that from here to here. Now I'm going to measure the length of the vector so I can get P prime in the right spot. So I'm going to turn and I'm going to measure how long is this vector AB. Let's see, AB is, let me rotate that a little bit more. AB is about this long. Oops. Okay, so it's about as close as I'm going to get it. Now I'm going to move my point up to P, and I'm keeping the radius of my compass the same. Once my point's on P, now I'm going to make X marks a spot. So that new point there will be my point P prime. Okay, so that's the center of my new circle right here. The next thing I'm going to do is just draw the circle with the same radius as my original circle over here. So I'm just going to use my compass now to measure the radius of the circle. So I got to turn this a little, and I'm going to put my pencil on P prime and my point on P. Turn it a little more. Okay, once I've done this, I've measured the radius of the circle. Now I can move to my new point P prime and draw the circle. And now we have translated this circle the same length as AB. So from here to here should be the same vector as AB. And we're done.